Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's video we're going to be looking into what is ahead for you in the upcoming month of December. So keep in mind, guys, getting into our disclaimers, this is a general reading, so some messages may apply quite specifically and accurately to you and your situation. Others of the messages might not. If it doesn't feel like it fits for you, simply just release it and let it go, and please do not allow it to get you upset. Remember, tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So for today's reading, we're going to have a choice between 3 different piles. For pile number 1, we're going to be working with this Malachite crystal. For pile 2, we have this Pyrite crystal. And then for pile 3, we have this little Firefly quartz. I want you guys to take a deep breath. Think about your upcoming month of December and what you need to know. Go ahead and select the card or crystal that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you guys there. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So if you guys selected this Malachite crystal, this will be your message for the month of December. So let's dive right in and see what is in store for you. So from your tarot cards, we're starting off here with the Judgment energy. We have the 5 of Cups. And then we also have Bear Medicine coming up here. Okay. So pile 1, what's coming up for you guys this month? Well, the Bear Medicine energy being here is telling me that this feels like a month for you guys where healing is going to be at the forefront. And specifically when I'm thinking of a bear in the winter season, I'm thinking about hibernation. So I feel that there's an energy of you guys really kind of retracting your energy from something this month and going into sort of a metaphorical hibernation mode. To heal, to decide on something in your life. Solitude is definitely coming through really, really strong with this card, like seeking solitude through maybe to process through a difficult time for some of you guys, or a difficult decision that you have to make. If we take a look at this card, there is no tomorrow without the healing of the past, for in stillness you shall find yourself right where you are. So that it feels like there's something coming into this reading from like the recent past that you guys are going to be processing through majority of your month of December. And I think being in the present moment is really important for you this month instead of worrying so much about the future. I'm really getting kind of grounding yourself in the present is very important for you. There's something in your life that I feel is up for review with the Judgment card being here. There's like I think part of you guys breaking away and kind of moving into hibernation mode or solitude mode, hermit mode maybe, is because I think there's like a big decision that you guys need to make, or I actually feel like a lot of you guys could be doing some sort of a major life review. Just kind of looking at everything in your life and saying like, okay, what am I unhappy with right now? What would bring me joy? What do I need to change about my circumstances in order for me to start fresh? And I feel like really drawn to this star that's in this card here. Okay, like I feel that there is this energy of you guys really needing to or focusing on your ultimate North Star in your life. Like, what is your goal? What is the major achievement you're trying to go for? What is your guiding principle, right? So it's like looking at the bigger picture and really evaluating your current circumstances in the present to understand if you're in alignment with what you need to be doing. The 5 of Cups is also telling me, like I said before, there's definitely something around like sadness or grief or some sort of disappointment that I feel you guys are processing through during this time. And it could even just be like in general, like processing through feeling a little bummed or maybe depressed about life in general, right? Because again, I'm getting bigger picture energy with this Judgment card. It might not necessarily be one specific thing that's causing sadness. Rather, it's just like something about your life needs a shift, okay? And in order to bring more happiness and more joy into your life. So let's see. Let's move into our next deck. And I'm sorry, you guys, if I sound a little funny. I've been really, really sick, but I'm still pre-recording videos. I'm finally starting to feel like I'm turning a corner, but yeah, so if I sound a little off, that's why. All right, so for pile 1, what's ahead in the month of December, please? What do they need to know about the situation? We have transits, the climate. So this is like a temporary set of circumstances here. Cancer energy here at the bottom of the deck. So this could have to do with themes around home and family for some of you guys. Definitely emotion here for sure. Yeah, you see kind of like how the figure here in this card is curled up in the fetal position with all the planets circulating them. We also have the number 55 here and a 5 here. So 5s do talk about change that can sometimes feel challenging, right? And I feel like the challenge for you guys is something around sadness, loss, disappointment. It's something emotional. I was kind of feeling like, I know this deck, I think it's called the Christmas Tarot. I got it on Etsy a long time ago. I feel like this is supposed to depict like Father Christmas or Santa Claus or something, but I was also kind of getting like, for some of you, this could have to do with like a grandfather in your life or like an elderly masculine figure, because it's, to me, it looks like a grandfather with their 2 grandkids in a sense. There could be something around like a family member, like loss of a family member or grief of a family member or just a significant family member in general, right? It doesn't have to mean something bad is going to happen. Like, for instance, you know, back in August, my grandfather passed away, right? So, like, if this was my reading, I would read it as, like, me still grieving the loss of that person, you know? But going back to the reading, like, with transits coming up here, this is just basically saying that right now, this is the climate. Right now, these are circumstantial events that are hitting your life, and it's not necessarily going to last forever. But this is definitely a time where you guys have the ability to work with the energy that's being given to you to help process process through things, but maybe also create a different outcome for yourself here with the Judgment card for the future. It's sort of like it's happening for a reason. Like, you going into this hibernation mode is happening for the purpose of you being able to start a new beginning. You know, maybe it is like a metaphorical winter season for some of you guys. And that's okay. We go through seasons in our life for a reason. You have to go into winter before you can go into spring, right? It's a period of rest that's needed here for this group. All right, so let's see. Pile 1. Okay, pile 1. What else is coming through? And for a lot of you guys, if you're drawn to pile 1 and you're not feeling sad or disappointed about something or grieving, I just kind of feel like there's something that maybe you're feeling a bit dissatisfied about, right? And this month is about you guys sort of pulling back your energy, detaching from it so that you can really evaluate things from that North Star perspective, right? All right, we've got the 7th chakra. This is the crown chakra here. Okay, let's get another one. Oh, we also have the door to spirit coming up. This is so beautiful, you guys. Look at this. This is definitely something to do with family. With Cancer and then this happy family energy coming up, this is a family-related matter for this group. There's an undertone of that here, really strong. Okay, so again, with the 7th chakra coming up, this is your crown chakra. This is all about kind of going back to this North Star energy, looking at your situation from a very spiritual perspective. What is the spiritual lesson that you're learning during this time? What is your higher self trying to tell you at this time? I think it's really important that you guys are really stepping back and quieting your mind and really embracing this period of slowing down, because tuning out other voices that are maybe influencing you one way or another is going to be really important for you to be able to hear the messages from your higher self, from your source, from your spirit guides. Okay? You guys are definitely, I think, moving through a sort of spiritual awakening here this month. And there's definitely a strong sense of alignment with the door to spirit being here. This is all about doors, a spiritual path opening up for you. Okay? So something about this transit, this climate that you're in the month of December, it's happening for a higher purpose for your soul's journey and your soul's evolution. It's happening because it's meant to align you on your spiritual path. I'm also noticing the number 32 on this card, which adds up to the number 5. So more 5s coming up for you. So the angel number 5 is really significant for you guys. Looking at the door to spirit in the guidebook, this talks about spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. This door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto a truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spiritual world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of Spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of Spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. So it's like this month, you guys are very like tapped into Spirit, okay? You guys might be getting like intuitive nudges, like intuitive hits, like, oh, I think I need to do this. I need to take this road to work today. Like you're going to be really tuning in and honoring those insights, those downloads that you're receiving. If some of you guys have been seeing little orbs, that could also be a sign of confirmation that this is your reading. And kind of going back here to this energy of like an elder or a grandfather that I was getting, it could even be that you're feeling really connected to this ancestor or this person from the spirit realm too, right? This person could be a guide or something like that for some of you. Okay. This is beautiful, pile 1. All right, let's take a look at our next couple of decks here. What else does pile 1 need to know about their upcoming month of December? We have red. Free yourself from pain. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, you guys. Yeah, see, there's something that you guys have been grieving or feeling sad about, and I feel like this is your month where you're retracting your energy and saying, okay, like, how can I make myself feel better? How can I infuse more joy into my life? What changes in my life do I need to make in order to free myself from this past disappointment that I'm dealing with here? Again, it's red. It's giving root chakras. So this has to do with your roots, you know, your foundation, your ancestors, your security and safety in life, your stability. We have pink, let love in. So beautiful. So you guys are healing your heart for sure during this time as well. We have establishing boundaries here at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely an element of relationships coming in. Again, it could be with like an elder, a father, something like that. But I feel like this is a month of tremendous healing for a lot of you around your heart space and around family related matters. All right, so let's see. We've got a couple more decks. So we're going to go here next, and then we're going to close it out with some of the fortune cookie oracle cards. So closing messages for pile 1. What do they need to keep in mind? Yeah, I almost feel like these two cards are asking you, like they're giving you advice. They're asking you to think about how can you free yourself from pain? How can you open up your heart? Because this right here, it's kind of like this person, they're just letting things happen to them, right? The transits are something that just happen to us instead of thinking about how they can work with the energy that they're given in the present, right? And so I think Spirit is also asking you guys to step more into your own personal power during this time as well. Instead of having a mindset of why is this happening to me, you know, it's more about like, what are these energies gifting to me, even if it's hard, right? Okay. Stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures you've earned. This is so beautiful, you guys. Again, I'm getting a message about looking at things from a much higher perspective. I'm also getting a message of gratitude here. Take stock of the treasures you've earned, right? This is telling me you guys have accomplished a lot in your life leading up to this point, okay? And there's a lot for you to be grateful for and to feel really proud of for yourself. And if you haven't been feeling that, if you've been feeling disappointed, I think that it's important to go into this hibernation mode and kind of remove your energy from it and really see it from a higher perspective, right? Gratitude can also be a great way to help open up the heart, because when you start to look at things from a glass half full perspective versus a glass half empty, it helps to raise your vibration and attract more wonderful things to you, because it's like you're kind of training your mind to be like intentionally looking at the good side of things more often than the negative side of things. Now, that doesn't mean that you move into toxic positivity, because that's never helpful, right? Always, you know, like this card says, ground yourself, establish those boundaries. But I feel like with this group, there's a lot here for you to celebrate as you're getting ready to embark on some sort of new beginning for yourself. And I think working on gratitude is going to help you to just uplift your spirits and continue to align with your spiritual path. Okay? Let's just pull a couple of these and then we'll close it out, pile one. So what else does pile one need to know about their upcoming month of December, please? Okay. We have travel. Long distance communication will open up your life, exciting experiences for singles, and career advancement for others. So you see there's really beautiful energy here for you. So you guys could be traveling or taking a vacation. You guys could be moving. There's definitely energy of career success here as well. Whatever choice you're making, though, it's really aligning you to your path, your spiritual path, where you're supposed to go. We have wisdom. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. This is so beautiful, you guys. So many synchronicities coming up here. There is some sort of an elder, right? Like if you take a look at this card, this looks like a grandfather talking to their children. There's an elder here. There's an ancestor here. This could be somebody that's already in the spirit world. It could be somebody that is still here with us in the 3D. But there's somebody here that's providing you insight and wisdom. It may not even be a family member. It could just be like a therapist or something for some of you. But for most of you, I feel like it's family, because we have all that Cancer energy and this happy family energy underneath the decks. But the message here is very similar. It's about letting go of what happened in the past and allowing yourself to be focused in on the present and how you want to create for your future. Okay. We also have love at the undertone of the deck, the bottom of the deck. Love is in the air, a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. So there's definitely a message that Spirit is asking you guys to open up your heart, because even though I don't see a lot of like romantic energy here, I feel like it is all around you, and maybe you're just not seeing it yet. And it has to do with your mindset on certain things going on here. So this is a really beautiful message, pile one. I'm actually really excited. It feels like you guys have a lot of spiritual growth happening this month. Please comment below. Let me know how you feel like this resonates with your plans. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I'll see you then. Bye. Hey, pile two, if you guys selected this pyrite crystal, this is going to be your reading for the month of December. So let's take a look and see what's in store for you guys, starting off with your tarot and overall energies here. So we're starting off here with the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. Interesting. And then we have Darkest Hour. Okay, interesting. What is happening for pile two this month? So You guys, with the darkest hour coming up here from the Yule Oracle, I do feel like this may be a month where you guys are experiencing some shadow work. You're moving through some shadow work or moving through some sort of dark night of the soul, because that's really what this card talks about here. So when we go through like a dark night of the soul and we're exploring kind of like our shadow sides to our personality, we're kind of exploring, we're almost kind of exploring like sides of our personality that aren't the greatest or that are suppressed and needing to be acknowledged, right? And it may actually feel like you guys are kind of disconnected from who you are or disconnected from your spiritual path in some capacity. But the beautiful thing about going through a dark night of the soul is that you're learning. You're learning more about yourself. You're understanding yourself a lot better. And you're letting go of things that no longer serve you by going through this process, by confronting these things that need to be addressed within yourself. We have a Queen of Pentacles here, right? So the Queen of Pentacles is telling me that there is an emphasis this month on like doing hard work. Maybe you guys are feeling really successful in your career. Maybe you guys are feeling really good about your financial situation. But with the Hanged Man coming up here, there's something that's up for reevaluation, right? There's a new perspective that you're shifting into around this energy. Now, it could be for some of you guys that maybe you're dealing with confronting a side of yourself that might be like a workaholic, or confronting a side of yourself that might be too concerned about material things, because the Queen of Pentacles is sort of an energy of materialism, right? It's an energy of being responsible and working hard and focusing on money, but it can also have, all of our tarot cards can have a shadow attribute to them, even though the Queen of Pentacles, in my opinion, is more of a positive card, right? This card could also be, with Dark Night of the Soul, be talking about issues to confront around money, maybe even issues to confront about self-worth as it pertains to your resources, your status, things like that, working too much or working not enough. Those types of themes are coming up. And with the Hanged Man coming up here, again, the Hanged Man is about shifting perspective. It's about putting something on ice, putting something on pause before moving forward, because we're recognizing here that some sort of a change needs to be made. And in order for that change to be made, we have to understand the root cause first. And this is such a funny card, because to me, this looks like a little child who's getting put on the naughty list or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's something for you guys about like your inner child that I think you're confronting with this Dark Night of the Soul. Maybe a side of your inner child that's like wanting to be acknowledged for some reason. And it's an opportunity for you to acknowledge it so that you can learn more about yourself and, again, kind of shift perspectives here. So let's continue. What is ahead for pile 2 for the month of December, please? I'm getting that some of you guys could be feeling like you're being punished during this time too. Like, and I'm sorry guys if I sound a little funny. I've been sick, so I still wanted to pre-record videos, but I've been like recovering from being really sick for like the last week as I'm recording this. So I'm sorry if that sounds distracting. Okay, pile 2. What is next in the month of December? What do they need to know? We have Mercury messages. So I think there's something here with Mercury around like communication, because Mercury talks about the way that we communicate with others. It can talk about things like written communication, verbal communication, think any type of communication that you would do. You guys could be receiving some sort of news this month as well with Mercury being here, some sort of news that's pushing you into this period of shadow work. Mercury also talks about the way we kind of think and process our thoughts too, which makes a lot of sense with the Hanged Man being here, because there is, again, there's some sort of need to shift our perspective on the way that we've been doing something in our life. Okay, so let's see what else for pile 2. What's ahead for pile 2 this month of December, please? What else do they need to know? The garden and the gate. Okay, this is interesting. I know what's going on here for you guys. We have anxiety. There we go. Yeah, and there's energy of being successful here. So I don't want you guys to think that you're about to have like this terrible month. There's definitely some sort of success that you've achieved here. It feels like it's related to your career or your money or something like that. But this card coming up, the garden and the gate, it's all about like keeping yourself confined to a comfort zone, because to me, it feels like you guys are in this really successful place where you've built up a lot of affluence or a lot of wealth or a lot of like just abundance around yourself, but you're missing out on a whole new world that's out beyond this gate by keeping yourself kind of stuck in this comfort zone, right? And so I think that you guys are going to be moving through some shadow work around your fears and anxieties of around like changing things up and getting out of your comfort zone a little bit more. Okay, I want to go to the guidebook and read to you guys about the garden and the gate card. Let me just pull this up. Abundant prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked, while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene, which makes sense with the Queen of Pentacles. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time, but be aware, the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside of your gate. You see, this month is about expansion. Like your spirit is wanting to expand and change something and get out of the comfort zone. Start communicating with new people, new situations, right? But you guys are moving through this period of time where it's like there's a need to confront those fears of the unknown here. It just feels like you guys are really craving deep down some sort of change, but this comfort zone that you've built for yourself is so comfortable and abundant and it provides for you that it's hard to like walk out of it. It's hard to walk away from it. But this card wouldn't be coming up if you guys weren't craving more. Okay. So let's continue for pile 2. What else do they need to know about their month of December? Amber, awaken your creativity. So yes, this is about trying new things, you guys. Trying new things, having more fun, getting out of your comfort zone and exploring the whole wide world that is out there for you. Some of you guys might actually be like creative, like expressing your creativity through your communication, right? So something you do with like talking or writing or recording, like there's something there around creative endeavors and getting out of your comfort zone by exploring those things. Woo, okay. We also have Burgundy, awaken your passion. Yes. This energy of like the Hanged Man and the Queen of Pentacles, it feels very like practical, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But look at this. We have brilliance, discover your sparkle. I think that you guys are bored. I feel like you guys have lost your vivacity, your sparkle, because you've been locked in this like metaphorical garden for too long. Okay. So this month you're really being guided to get out there and explore and confront your fear of change and confront your fear of getting out of your comfort zone and start engaging in things that you feel more passionately about, that make you feel excited and joyful and abundant in your life. Okay. Some of you guys might be artists. You know, there's just something here around breaking free of the status quo. Okay. So we've got a couple more decks here for pile 2. Let's see. What else should pile 2 know about this month of December for them? Flip it upside down. Question your beliefs. Yes, you guys, that makes so much sense with that Hanged Man energy. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. This beautiful orange energy. Plunge boldly into life, okay? So this is definitely going to be a month where it's like with the Hanged Man and with this card right here, I think you guys are questioning your current circumstances. You are questioning your current status quo. There is a shift in mindset, a shift in perspective that's coming up for you, because I do feel that you guys are just dying to be free. And maybe you felt like this is the way that you're supposed to do things. Like, this is not wrong. I mean, a lot of us take this path in our lives, right? Where we like, you know, do the status quo. We go to college, we get a job, we work, we pay our bills. Like, we do the thing that we're told we're supposed to do. But I feel like you guys are strongly hungering for more. And maybe it's been hard to kind of break out of that mindset of walking away from some of that stuff. So this is the month where I think you guys are preparing. You know, you're preparing for change. Before the Death card, which talks about change, we have the Hanged Man. So you guys are looking at things differently this month in preparation for making changes. With that Dark Night of the Soul, like, you guys are definitely feeling out of alignment with your spirit. You know, that's why all this is coming up. It's coming from a place deep down inside where you don't feel fulfilled. Okay, so closing us out for pile 2, what else do they need to know about this upcoming month of December? Okay, we've got travel. Long distance communication will open up your life, exciting experiences for singles, and career advancement for others. So some of you guys could be moving. Some of you guys could be expressing and awakening your creativity through going on a trip somewhere. There's actual victory here, right? Like, as it pertains to your career, which we see with the Queen of Pentacles. We also have intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. So this makes a lot of sense with Mercury and all this creative energy coming up. I think that you guys are feeling that intuitive nudge to break out of your shell a little bit. Try something new and different in your day-to-day life. Maybe this is about a total shift in career for some of you guys, getting into a new type of career path that you're not as comfortable in. But it looks like you guys have a lot of really promising and exciting energy to work with this month. Pile 2. So comment below. Let me know how you guys feel like this resonates with your plans for this month ahead. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next video. And I do look forward to seeing you there. Bye. Hey, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you guys picked out this Firefly Quartz crystal, this will be your message for the upcoming month of December. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And I'm sorry, you guys, if I sound a little funny. I've been recovering from being really sick this week, but I'm starting to feel better, so I wanted to record some videos. All right, so starting us off here, we've got the King of Swords. And we've got the 7 of Cups. We also have the message of chills. Okay, pile 3. What is going on for you guys? So, starting here with chills from the Yule Oracle. So this card, it's really talking about listening to your body, listening to your gut instincts, listening to your intuition, because chills, we get a chill. Excuse me. We get a chill because our body is cold. right? And so that's our body's way of telling us that we need to warm up, right? So I kind of feel for this group that going into the month of December, there might be an energy here of like knowing or feeling like something is a little bit off with a situation, but not maybe being fully certain about what it is. You guys do have a Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups can talk about like illusions. It can talk about being in a fantasy sort of mindset. It can also talk of just feeling confused, right? Not knowing what path to take or what direction to take. But you guys also have the King of Swords here, which is about cutting through confusion. It's about being really discerning and logical and strategic and clear-minded about what we're doing and why. So I definitely feel like there's something that you guys are confronting this month that has felt a little bit confusing, or maybe something that you haven't been fully seeing clearly up until this point. There's finally this energy of confronting it with the King of Swords and really getting to the bottom of what's going on here and stepping into a leadership energy around confronting this. So let's see. I want to go into the next deck. Let's get a little more info for you. As I part of the deck, we have Neptune coming up, which is so funny, which also is kind of very Seven of Cups at times. So for pile 3, what else do they need to know about this upcoming month ahead? What is this energy about? Ah, the 5th house. Okay. I was feeling, yeah, okay. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this has to do with some sort of partnership, like a romantic relationship potentially. Could be with a King of Swords type person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or we have Leo energy here as well. But 5th house talks about our romantic relationships, our romantic partnerships. There's a need for this group to really like listen to what their body is telling them, listen to what your intuition is telling them. Because it feels like you guys might have a tendency here to kind of project it's like you're seeing the good in the person, but maybe not seeing it as clearly as you need to. With the King of Swords being here, there's a need to see it a little bit more clearly, a lot more clearly than the way you're currently seeing it. Now, the 5th house, it also talks about, in addition to romantic relationships, it talks about like our hobbies and talents and interests and things like that. So there could be a message here. If love life is not really resonating for you, there could be it could be something here around your creative hobbies and passions that needs attention here. And actually, if that's the case for some of you, like I'm noticing this art here, I feel like for some of you, if you know it has nothing to do with love life for you and that part of the message doesn't resonate, I actually feel like you're being asked to be more like follow your intuition when it comes to your art. Follow your intuition when it comes to what you're creating here. And maybe come up with some sort of a plan to take it more seriously. I don't know if that makes sense. That's what I feel. Because the 7 of Cups in like a creative energy is actually kind of good in my opinion, because it's like you're just in the fantasy of creating your art. But it feels like there's a need here with the King of Swords to really like become a bit more strategic. So, okay, let's continue. For pile 3, what else do they need to know about this month of December? But yeah, I mean, we do have the undertone of Juno, which has to do with partnerships. So I think for a lot of you guys, this message really is about your love life, like your romantic relationships or a particular romantic relationship in your life during the month. We have hostilities coming up. Okay. Yep. We have the heart chakra coming up. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, with hostilities being here, there's something about this connection, this person, this situation. Again, there's something about it that feels off. This card really talks about like paying attention to the red flags. I don't really get that hostilities card coming up a lot in reading, so I want to take a look at what it has to say. Defense is up, aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities toward you are about to be or have already been engaged. Okay. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time now, but whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. That makes such a great message here. There's something here about like a connection with someone, a romantic connection, I feel, for most of you, that you know that it's off. It could be any of the things that we just read about from the guidebook, but it's open and it's out there for you to see. But I feel like with the Seven of Cups, this group might have a tendency to like not see it clearly all the time, because maybe you guys just get really like sucked into the fantasy of the relationship, the romance of the relationship, which is normal. It happens to the best of us, right? With the fourth chakra, the heart chakra being here, this is definitely talking about love, opening up your heart, self-love as well, right? Because the Juno card, it's really interesting because this card really asks us to look at our relationships with others and make sure that there's balance in our relationships. Like, do you still feel like you are being yourself around this person? Do you still have your own healthy sense of self and identity outside of this connection, right? Or is there some sort of an unhealthy balance here? Okay. And so with that fourth chakra coming up, I feel like with this sort of like open, quote unquote, hostility or energy that's here toward you, you're being asked to really step into an energy of self-love and self-acceptance and move in a way that is in alignment with your self-love. So like continuing to allow somebody to treat you in a way that feels a little off to you is not moving in alignment with self-love, right? So let's continue for pile 3. What else do they need to know about their month ahead in December? Pearl, connect to the divine. So this is such a beautiful card. Okay. We also have Cherry, live an extraordinary life. We have Auburn here at the bottom of the deck, ground yourself. I think that makes a lot of sense with that Seven of Cups being here. This is a month of grounding yourself and kind of releasing any illusions. Like with the King of Swords, it's like cutting through the illusions of the situation here. Connecting to your higher self, right? Because the chills, again, it's about listening to your intuition, honoring what your body is telling you, and really tuning into that connection and acting in accordance to the information that you're being given here. We also have the Cherry, living an extraordinary life. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you want to ask yourself, like, is this current situation with this connection really supporting your self-love and the life that you want to be living, right? Because the Cherry, it's like, it's giving indulgence, it's giving joy, it's giving like love, you know what I mean? Like, is this connection aligned with those things? It's like I just kind of feel like you guys are meant for something bigger than whatever this thing is that you're moving through here. I also really feel like for a lot of you guys, there is some sort of a connection in this reading to your art and like your creative passions too. It's like a mini side message around like needing to focus in on those things this month as well, or wanting to focus on those things this month. All right, pile 3. What is ahead for pile 3 this month? What else do they need to know? What would your higher self do? You are divinity in blue jeans. That is so funny that we're getting so many messages about your higher self in this reading. That's so funny, you guys. I love all the synchronicities that come up in our readings. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just really speaking to the fact that it was like, if you're feeling confused, what does the more evolved and wise version of you know is the right answer? What is your body telling you? What is your intuition telling you? Kind of the same themes that we've been repeating this whole time. I think it's also kind of saying like you have the answer within you already, and you don't necessarily need to seek it out from an external source, right? You know deep down because you're getting the information here. You're noticing the red flags. You're picking up on them. Okay? So you have to just trust yourself with that 4th chakra. Move with self-love. All right. So we're going to close it out with a couple of these for pile 3. So just to end the message, what else should pile 3 know about this upcoming month of December? We have assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is ripe for soulmate connections. Birth of a child is also likely. I mean, it makes a lot of sense with this hostilities card being here because that's like a very assertive energy here. So it's like with the King of Swords, you guys are really being asked to like take action and make logical decisions here. And the King of Swords is not afraid to express their thoughts. Okay? We have friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will pull them back on track. This could be a friend that you guys are dealing with for some of you if it's not a romantic partnership. All right, pile 3. So yeah, some of you guys could actually be helping a friend in need during this time. I just kind of noticed here too in this 7 of Cups, do you guys see? It almost looks like this little person is like hiding behind the tree watching this more prominent figure in the card. Like there's just definitely something that I think is being more evidently revealed to you this month that your intuition has already been confirming. But it's finally going to be coming out in the open a little bit more for you. And you're going to be guided to act from whatever information you find out. So really interesting message, pile 3. Please comment below. Let me know how you feel like this aligns with what's been going on in your life and any plans that you've got coming up. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.